so cute and stubby. What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to come here? Come here. Yeah, say hi. Say hi. You want to say hi? No? Maybe? I think so. Yeah. You're so sweet. Mwah. No? Hey you guys, it's MJ and welcome back to Pet Adventures again. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can treat small fish. This is basically kind of a documentation of what I'm doing with my small fish now. But I thought that in case you guys ever run into anything similar, you guys can do the same treatments for your small fish. And just a side note here, before I get started, you guys can always follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I also do broadcasts on YouNow twice a week, and I am also having podcasts, so go check all those wonderful social medias out. You don't want to miss a thing. Also, don't forget to go to my website and check out my merchandise. It is super awesome, and right now we have stickers and shirts right there, so go and get yours. So basically what has happened with my fish is one of them got a gill type disease, I believe, or some kind of bacteria in her gills, something of that nature, and the other one has got some kind of weird fungus problem around his lips. So Zorro is one of my more not so recent swordtails, and he has some kind of white mouth fungus of some sort, which swordtails and mollies and all of them can be very prone to. And I also have a balloon molly named Cocoa, and she has something wrong with her gills. Her gills are very flared up recently, and so I am basically treating both of those little guys in the same tank. They get along great. They were from the same tank, so they're fine, but they're both being treated, and so I thought that this is kind of a way that you guys would be able to treat something like this. And also, if you guys have any questions on treating other different types of things for your smaller fish, please leave the comments down below. Leave the questions down below so I can get to those. So right now what I am doing for these fish is I have them in a 5-gallon tank. They're both being treated in there, and they are getting treated with erythromycin and fungus cure. So the first one I am using is erythromycin. I did feel like Cocoa definitely needed to be treated first, so we're putting erythromycin in there. I did my first dose, and I only put a little bit. So for erythromycin, for each 10 gallons of water, you empty 1 packet directly into the aquarium. So I put just a little bit of that. As you can see, I kind of just cut it off and eyeball it. Of course, if you put a little bit too much, it's not gonna be crazy. Just try your absolute best to split it into, again, this is only a 5-gallon. And this is for each 10 gallons. So basically, you're splitting that in half. And then basically after that, all you do is you repeat the dose after 24 hours. So once this has been in the tank for 24 hours, you're going to repeat this process after 24 hours. And then after that, you simply just wait another 24 hours and change 25% of the aquarium water. Now I have this in a 5-gallon that already didn't have much water, so I basically took almost all of it out. And then I re-added more water after that. And then you start the whole thing over again for a second time with a total of 4 doses of erythromycin. Now again, erythromycin was simply for cocoa and her gill disease, because I did fail to mention that erythromycin caters to fin and tail rot, gill disease, mouth fungus, and open red sores. So it really helps with those kinds of things. Now, right now, I am currently filming this not knowing if cocoa got better or not, so I will give an update on that when or if she got better or anything like that. So I plan on, after doing that whole treatment of erythromycin, moving cocoa back to the 20 gal if she gets better. But if cocoa does not get better and I don't see any kind of improvement with her gills, then I am going to repeat the whole dose over again for a whole second week again. Next, we are moving on to fungus cure. Now, fungus cure is for Zorro, my swordtail. So he's having some kind of issue with his mouth. So I gathered that this has to be some kind of fungus coming on. I really suspect that it is. Now, fungus cure is absolutely perfect for his situation because it caters to general fungus, mouth fungus, eye cloudiness, and body slime. So any of these kinds of things would be really great. I don't think I mentioned this, but erythromycin and fungus cure can actually just be a great preventative. Even if you are not sure if your fish are sick or not, these are okay to use as a preventative. At least the erythromycin, these things are not super crazy, like, you know, I don't know what the word is, but like if you put a little too much here and there, or you just use it as an extra preventative, it should be fine. At least that goes with erythromycin. I do a little more check on the fungus cure. I'm not sure if that's okay as an extra preventative, but erythromycin definitely is. And you can also use general cure. General cure is also something that I use, and that is great for when you're quarantining fish and you're not sure if they're sick or not, so you just give them the extra preventative just in case. So the fungus cure is a little bit different in how you treat the fish. So again, if cocoa gets better, I'm going to just move her back to the 20 gal with her brothers and sisters and everything. But if not, you know, I'll update you guys, but if not, then I have to treat her for a second time. And if I do have to do that, I won't include it in the video. I'll just tell you guys if she had to be done a second time or not. So yes, I know, hair looks a little crazy, but we'll get through it. So I started using the fungus cure for cocoa because I noticed that Zorro was totally fine, my swordtail Zorro, but Cocoa did not seem like she was getting better. And if anything, I feel like she was just starting to get worse. I feel like her gills were starting to flare up even more than they were. So I started to change the water and just from there start over and start with fungus cure and get through with erythromycin. When it comes to mollies with their illnesses, you only have a short time to try to do something about it. So I just didn't want to wait any longer. Obviously, the first week of erythromycin had not been in effect or anything like that. So from that point on, I started fungus cure. I just put a little bit in, and I will further discuss how fungus cure works and how you're supposed to use it in the next few clips. So let's roll on to that. So moving on to fungus cure, which I had to use for Zorro. So this treatment for fungus cure is a little bit different. So this treatment is for each 10 gallons of water, empty 1 packet directly into the aquarium. Repeat dose after 48 hours, wait another 48 hours, and then change 25% of the aquarium water and add fresh activated carbon to replace a filter cartridge. And just a fair warning here, when you do use fungus cure, please make sure that you use it in a quarantine type tank or something that doesn't have your favorite decorations or anything in there, because if you use fungus cure, it will stain things in your aquarium. Now it tells you that you can use fresh activated carbon to get rid of that. Just stick it in your filter and it should clear it up. But it's very green and it makes things all greeny if you put too much of it in there. So stick around for that, kind of get in the know-how with that. it will stain, so be careful there. So here's what I did with Zorro. Again, since this is for each 10 gallons and you put the whole packet in for 10 gallons, I split it in two. This is only a 5 gallon with not even completely 5 gallons in there, so I split it and then I split it again. So half and then another half, because you don't want to put too much in there, because again, it is a 5 gallon and it doesn't have all the water in there. So after I added the fungus cure to Zorro's tank, then I repeated the dose after 48 hours. So we're not doing 24 hours, we're doing 48 hours. And then with this one, you wait another 48 hours again and change 25% of the water. And that is the end of your fungus cure. Repeat as necessary. So again, as I told you guys, I'm currently filming this not going very far into the process of treating them. So after you watch this, I will give you guys an update all through if Cocoa and Zorro are okay throughout the treatment. So that is how you can treat your small fish. I hope that So that is how you can treat your small fish. I hope that it helped you guys a little bit. I hope that these little tips and this little documentation of what's going on with my fishies kind of helped you out. Again, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Don't forget that I will be posting lots of pictures to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, and petadventureshop.com on my blog. I'll be posting lots of pictures of anything featured in my video today, so go ahead and check those out on all my social medias. And question of the day, Adventures crew, what is your favorite fish and why? Don't forget to hit that bell down below because it will notify you every time I make a video. And I'm doing this too much. I'm gonna stop. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and give this video a big thumbs up, especially if you love pets. And I will see you guys next time. Bye! Alright guys, so that's basically the end of this video. This is the tank I'm using right here, and for the most part, it has helped them a little bit. Cocoa ended up getting a little bit better, but still I have to do a full-on update with that. So, but yeah, this can definitely help your fishies. I hope you found it informative. And again, I will give you guys some more updates on Cocoa and Zorro and tell you like on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of good stuff. So again, hope this helped, and I'll see you guys next time.